gets it to go and the foul. Rolling Underay. And he makes the catch. And for the first time since 2005, your Wellesley Raiders are the Division I South Sectional Champions. Running back the other way for the Raiders. Burning shot. Score! Sophie Burning finds the back of the net from the faceoff circle, and with 1:14 to go, the Raiders take a 3-2 lead.
And welcome back to an all-new Black Red Blitz playoff edition. As always, I'm your host, Rebecca Cahn. Well, the only Raider team left standing here in the playoffs would be girls hockey, after they took care of business in the first round, beating Winchester 3-2. Now, of course, for this winter, there's been barely any snow, but welcome to March, where the Raiders' next face-off on Wednesday for the quarterfinals would have to be postponed to Friday instead. Well, the Raiders have the Norwell Clippers coming in, and they've got a whole lot of confidence as a team. So what's 2 more days? Well, the Raiders will be ready, that's no question. Location-wise, it would suck. Instead of playing at the new Warrior Ice Arena, aka where Boston Bruins practice, the D2 quarterfinals would find us at John Ryan Arena in Watertown, aka the oldest rink in the state. Let me tell you, it hasn't aged well. Thanks, Snow. So since there's a black netting the whole length of the rink that is sure to give you vertigo if you stare too long into it, let's check the action from ice level instead. Under a minute left in this first period, a scoreless tie remains no more. Mackenzie O'Neill's wrister finds just enough of Emily Rourke in the crease to find the back of the net as well. And that one might have hurt a little bit for the sophomore, but Rourke will take it as the assist goes to O'Neill. Goal to number 3. Raiders up 1-0. 20 seconds later, how about this play? Defenseman Olivia Vernon showing off her stick handling skills here as Vernon's met by 2 Clippers. Then showcases her no-look back pass to her cousin, Phoebe Lawrence. Lawrence backhands a 5-hole score right by goalie Chloe Holman. The Raiders know how to close out a period, that's for sure. As we come out of this first, Wellesley leading 2-0, and Norwell wondering what in the name of hockey just happened. So, to the second we go. Clippers looking to contain that 2-goal deficit, and 2 sophomores leading the way, both named Casey. Casey Ward, who netted 26 goals of her own this regular season, strikes here as a battle in the crease with loose puck gets sticked in by Ward and out on the doorstep. And so almost 5 minutes into the second, Wellesley's lead is cut in half. Off that Ward, shorty goal. But as Clippers fan section gets louder and more annoying, the intensity on the ice by the Raiders hits full speed. Attacking the net, battling in the crease for the loose puck. Norwell's option on both of these plays is to just take down the nearest Raider. That earns some time in the box for both sides, though, actually, in what has been a tight battle. Despite outshooting Clippers by a landslide, Wellesley still holds a 2-1 lead. Raiders frustrated they weren't able to capitalize on some great chances there in the second, look to their tenacious depth to fight back hard in this third. They respond in that zone. Nicole Asira looks to clear out. Elise Coakley says otherwise, cuts in front of the pass. Puck hits off a skate, right to Katie Hawkinson. Hawkinson fires. Moment Patter checks it, but Hawkinson snipes the putback at the back of the net. And that was awesome. 3-1 Wellesley, only 2 minutes into this final frame. Then Raiders taking care of the puck defensively. Bridget Noonan passes ahead to center ice. Emma Campbell can't stick it cleanly. Phoebe Lawrence with speed collects the puck on the breakaway, looking for her second score. Fires on net. Holman saves it but loses sight of the puck, just waiting for Bliss Vernon to bury it. Boom, on the putback. How's that for clutch as the freshman adds another score. 4-1 now, and Norwell just looks like a deer in headlights, looking tired. And a Raider squad that runs 3 lines deep consistently, completely still at full speed. This third is clutch, as you might as well start dancing, Raiders. This one is all Wellesley. Raiders' offensive spark has been lit. Raiders keep the heat coming. Elise Coakley kicks it back out to Erin Fleming. Fleming from the point fires through a few stick deflections. Puck's loose, camping out in the slot, and Katie Hawkinson buries the putback for her second score of the night. Make it of this third. Just like that, it's 5-1 Wellesley. A trip to the semifinals, a guarantee now. Wow. As Raiders took care of business with authority. And Norwell may have brought a whole lot of loud fans, so did Wellesley. The Raiders' relentless attack on the Clippers quickly shut up the crowd for good. Now, you've got to give credit to Norwell's solid goalie, Chloe Holman. She made 35 saves on the night. That's pretty awesome. But, well, some may think, oh, okay, so it was a 2-1 final. Nope. Raiders made it a 6-1 victory instead. That is Wellesley's offense. Raiders roll past the Clippers in these quarterfinals by the score 6-1. So the weather would finally cooperate in Wellesley's favor as we fast forward to Monday night. The semifinals, now at Warrior Ice Arena. The Raiders facing the Cinderella team of these playoffs. The number 13 seed, Algonquin Tomahawks. One more win, and Wellesley's got what they wanted since day one, a trip to the state championship. So just as much as any player on this roster throughout the year can step up on any given night, why not do it in the playoffs too? As Isabel Cressy gets some quality ice time here on this night, let's just say she makes it count. Cressy fires from the circle. Angela Farrell denies it stickside, but dumps the puck right back out in the open along the boards. Cressy says thank you very much and sneaks the puck in glove side. This team is just so plain hard to stop, as defenses have to focus on how or who to stop with so many offensive weapons on this team. But Wellesley's defensemen have no problem firing in home all by themselves either. Case in point, watch how quick Mackenzie O'Neill kicks the puck back out to Catherine Crozier. Crozier centers it to Erin Fleming. Fleming from the point rips the wrister high and past Farrell's glove. That makes it 2-zip Wellesley with 9:45 left in the second. So as the third begins, still a 2-goal Raider lead, let's just put this game away for good, shall we? Algonquin may have upset Milton and Dennis Yarmouth, getting the better of the 4th and 5th seeds. But welcome to the top-seeded Raiders. Off the face-off to open up this final frame, fight to the puck looks to go to Tomahawks' Julia Lane, but she can't reel it in. Bridget Noonan can and does. Racing down the ice, determined, no hesitation, fires at the hash marks and buries it top shelf for that clutch third goal. And oh yeah, that took 14 seconds. Wellesley wins the draw again. Catherine Crozier dishes ahead to Jenna Harrison. Harrison sees her favorite target, Mackenzie O'Neill, coming in strong to her right. Harrison's centering pass is perfect. Mackenzie O'Neill's finish, even sweeter. That's another Raider score, as that took 10 seconds. 24 seconds was all it took for Raiders to make a close 2-0 lead become a decisive 4-0 advantage in this final period. Timeout taken as Tomahawks don't know what hit them. But as Algonquin tries to erase their own 0 on the board here, Raiders' defense behind Liddy Schultz is more than ready. Back on the offensive end, Wellesley remains aggressive, as the Harrison to O'Neill duel almost connects once again right here. Tomahawks captain Julianne Sacco takes exception to it. So let's just get the unnecessary pushes and shoves out of the way, I guess. Jenna Harrison gives Sacco a look that could kill right back, as it's not a penalty, but we get another offensive zone face-off. Isabel Cressy, who sparked the offense back in the first, says why not again here? Cressy's wrister flies by stick side, hits far post, and in. And Isabel Cressy puts the finishing touches in what would be a solid night for the junior, as Cressy buried 2 goals here, and Raiders now hold a commanding 5-0 lead deep in this final period. And that is game, as Raiders once again pull out a playoff win in a decisive way, despite facing yet another goalie who recorded more than 30 saves on this Wellesley team. Still, back-to-back opponents would see their own team be outscored 11-1. How can you beat that? Wellesley shuts out Algonquin 5-0. In TD Garden, here we come. As your Wellesley Raiders make it 17 games unbeaten to bring their exciting journey to the biggest game of their high school careers. The one every player, from freshman to senior, wanted so bad to reach, believed they could reach, and now can say, yes, we are going to the Garden for the state championship. Let the celebration begin, Raiders. March 18th, 2018, TD Garden. Were you there? Well, I sure hope you were, because there was no better place to be than on Causeway Street. Playoff hockey, a 1 p.m. face-off destined for the only 2 teams standing in Division II. The number 1 seed Wellesley Raiders versus the number 2 seeded Canton Bulldogs. The state title on the line. Raiders, they've been here before, in 2014, 2015, and 2016. But sadly, each time felt the bitterness of losses instead. Right here, right now, that streak ends with these group of players. It has to. So with a lump in your throat and a million butterflies in your stomach, can't even begin to think of eating. Actually, that was just me. Let's get this state championship underway. In the first period, we go. Defense would reign here on both sides. These Raiders knew what they'd be up against, facing a stellar goalie in Colleen Kelleher. But I don't think Canton took serious enough what Wellesley brings defensively either. And honestly, neither did the local papers. Raiders back-checking can define the outcome of any given game. You can't score if you don't have the puck. Case in point, try to get a shot off here, as Aaron Fleming says, nah, I don't think so. Raiders pushed away any nerves they may have had and are aggressive here in this opening period, but as yet aren't able to get one past Kelleher, Canton's senior and captain in net. But more importantly, neither has Bulldogs pushed one across either. Liddy Schultz denies this one, and Raiders back up the puck in the crease, avoiding a potential putback score. So deep in this first, we are scoreless. Until this happens. Katie Teresi tries to clear the puck out. Jenna Harrison steals it, but quoting Katie Hogginson, Harrison does the shake and bake, lets the puck back, and in the slot, fires and buries it for the fantastic score. You can watch that one all day long if you want to. Jenna Harrison's goal will always be epic. With only 4.7 seconds left to this first, what a way to go into the second, up 1-0. In a defensive game like this one, that one goal could be all that's needed. So we fast forward to the third. This is the first time in Raiders' fourth visit here that in the final frame, they hold the lead. So these nail-biting minutes fade away fast. But maybe not fast enough if you haven't got any nails left to bite. Canton empty net for the advantage. Wellesley just misses on this breakaway, but still find a way to make it work as Bliss Vernon gets Canton to commit a penalty at the worst time ever. No more do the Bulldogs have a player up edge. Timeout is taken with seconds to spare. 1-0 Wellesley. So all that's left is a face-off in Raiders' offensive zone. Canton can't clear it, and that is it. It's been 12 long years since the last time Raiders took the trophy home. Mix in 3 heartbreaking years in a row that Wellesley had to walk away with the bitterness of defeat every time. It finally comes down to this moment. This is a young team, and for a lot of them, this would be their first ever Garden visit. But for others, including the 3 captains, this would be multiple times. And finally, they've reached their goal. It doesn't get any better than this. This one is special, and always will be, as your 2017-2018 Wellesley Raiders are the Division II state champions. You know, honestly, it's probably going to take quite a few months for that state championship win to truly sink in, whether you were a player on the team, a parent, or a devoted fan. One of the many things that stuck out to me and impressed me the most for this win was that this young team, they were probably nervous. There's no doubt about that. But they never showed it on the ice. They kept their composure. They showed a ton of maturity and confidence on the ice, holding onto that 1-goal lead, knowing in a split second that could suddenly change. They stuck to their game plan. They continued to back check and block shots, doing whatever they could to win for their teammates. That and Jenna Harrison's goal was a fitting ending to an amazing story these players got to write their own way. And that is what wins state championships.
It's one of the biggest parts of our games, like one of the reasons like we've gone so far and that we just won the state championship, because we know like a girl, she will block a shot no matter how much it takes, no matter how much it'll hurt, because she knows like if the puck doesn't reach the net, they can't score. So, and then it also often gets us like offensive opportunities after that. Just everyone just gives everything they have on both ends of the ice.
Yeah, I think that what was special for this team is the work ethic and the commitment to each other. They've really worked hard all year to do this, and it's really special to see it pay off. You know, they did it not only for everyone in that locker room, but you know, the girls in the past, I know was lingering in the back of their head of, you know, we did lose 3 of the last 4 state championships. So it really is a testament to these girls to be able to overcome that. And I think it was just work ethic and commitment to the team. And that was what was really special to see out there today. And I think everyone in the rink saw us, you know, work hard, get pucks deep, block shots, back check. You know, a lot of the buzzwords, but they really did it. It was a special moment. Jenna's a really special player, and we're really fortunate to have her this year. She's that type of game player that could really change the game in one play. And obviously that was the one difference between us and them. She really played hard today. You know, with that kind of goalie, we knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. I couldn't be more proud of the girls. The commitment to the team, commitment to each other, commitment to the program, and it paid off today.
I mean, it still hasn't like really hit me yet, but right now I don't feel that there's no bad feelings right now. It hasn't hit me that like I'm done. I just think that we just won, and it's just like we won another game, we won the game, and I'm so happy because losing it, that was one of my worst like athletic experiences. And I remember like my older sister Sophie, like she lost 3 times in a row, and she was scary to talk to the next day. So now just like to actually be able to celebrate and go home today and just be with like my friends, my teammates, and just knowing that we had the perfect season, like I am just so incredibly proud of each one of them and of everyone involved in this organization.
So huge congratulations again to the Wellesley Raiders girls hockey team, as they are the D2 state champions. Man, that will never get old saying that. If you missed out on any of the exciting playoff games for this winter season, again, don't hesitate, go on demand at wellesleymedia.org, and especially continue to rewatch that state championship game. It will never get old. Coming soon, there will be a documentary as I get to sit down with the team. It should be in a few months. But in the meantime, instead of my usual spiel that I end up doing on every episode, instead, I'm going to leave you with a sneak peek preview, a trailer, whatever you want to call it, of the documentary that is to come.
All you guys, all year we worked hard, okay? We didn't get ahead of ourselves. We knew we were going to be good, okay? But we proved it, okay? This wasn't luck, okay? This wasn't one player. This was a team effort all year. That's the way hockey's meant to be played, okay? And you guys have really dedicated yourselves this year, okay? I know you guys had some great teams in the past, but this is a team.
One team. One goal. Back to the Garden. Nothing less. Are you ready?
Vernon with it, makes a nice move around the defender. Now it comes along the near side boards. Vernon dishes out here to Lawrence. Lawrence walks it, finds and scores! Noonan tries to get out, is able to. Now Lawrence breaks it out. Here comes Phoebe Lawrence. Lawrence on the breakaway. Negative, saved by Holman, rebound sitting loose, and the Raiders score! Liz Vernon. Draw by Coakley. Coakley gets it out to the point to Fleming. She fires through. Saved by Holman, rebound tip, and they score! Katie Hawkinson puts it by Holman, and now here comes Noonan. Noonan bringing it down the near side. Noonan fires and scores! Bridget Noonan just 14 seconds into the third period. Right away win the draw, as here comes Harrison now with it. Harrison gets over O'Neill. She fires and scores! Mackenzie O'Neill 12 seconds after the goal by Noonan. And the Raiders now lead it 4-0 as they are running away with it here at the Warrior Ice Arena. She will dump it in as the clock will tick down to 0. And for the 4th time in 5 years, your Wellesley Raiders are headed to TD Garden to play for a Division II state championship as they flood Schultz on the ice.
Look up. Get up. And don't ever give up. Excuses? We don't care.
Like get around the other As the Raiders able to keep the puck in. Harrison makes a nice move. Harrison 25 scores! Jenna Harrison! 2-1, and the Raiders have done it! The Raiders have done it! They are state champions for 2018! As they storm the ice, the Raiders do it for the first time since 2006!